Bangladesh never dreamt of a fate like a desert. The monsoon rain and crisscrossed river canals has made this delta a land of water. Over decades, human activities have altered global water systems. Burning, deforestation, chemical disturbance, air pollution, and overpumping have all accounted for shortage of pure drinking water. Similarly, salt intrusion, arsenic, and many more unknown reasons has left a little drop of water for you, me, and others to drink and survive. We will never feel abundant if we can truly identify Mother Nature's renewable source that never ends, the rain. In Bangladesh, heavy rainfall is only concentrated during April to October. The rainfall from November to March is not adequate, but the tropical monsoon climate is incidentally blessed with regular to heavy rainfall around the year. In Bangladesh, one of the most common sources of drinking water is the underground water supply and rivers. From the northern part of the country down to the coastal belt of south, these two sources are popular and equally cursed by arsenic.
আমার চোখে রোদের ভিতরে গেলে ওই সেখানে বেশি রোদ লাগলে ওইটা চোখের মধ্যে লাল হয়ে যন্ত্রণা করে রোদ মুখও তাকানো যায় না কাজ করা যায় না রোদে
Arsenic, a benign microparticle, can hardly be seen with the naked eye and is difficult to filter and evaporate from the water.
ওই ব্যথা হয় হয়তো জ্বর হয় হয়তো চুলকায় মানে যেখানে যা ঘা হবে যেখানে চুলকাবে বেশি অংশ হয় ব্যথা
According to WHO, arsenic level of water in Bangladesh causes 20% deaths each year.
The salinity is also high around the coastal belts, comparable to the sea water.
আমাদের এখানে ডিপ টিউবওয়েল সেটা কার্যকারী না এবং তারপরের যে নিচু শ্রেণীর যে টিউবওয়েলগুলো সেগুলোও কার্যকারী না তাতে স্যালাইন আর্সেনিক প্লাস আপনার আয়রন এই তিনটেই সংমিশ্রণ থাকে তা ব্যবহারযোগ্য নয়
The eastern hilly areas of the country, a long chain of several sized hills, is inhabited by 1 million people. Adverse terrain compelled them to move from one hilltop to the other to collect drinking water for daily use. Early morning, members of the family leave the house and trek for kilometers to access water from the hill streams.
বিশেষ করে আমাদের পার্বত্য চট্টগ্রামের চৈত্র এবং বৈশাখ মাসে আপনার সাংঘাতিক পানি সংকট একেবারে পানি সংকট যে অনেকে আপনার এই 4-5 দিন পর্যন্ত গোসল না করে থাকে
পানির জন্য আমি এই দেশটা ছাড়ার জন্য এখন প্রস্তুতি নিয়ে গেছি এই দেশে তো থাকা যাবে না পানির অভাব
Following this reality, among the various alternative technologies to augment fresh water resources, experts are reviving the idea of rainwater harvesting. This technique is environmentally sound, which can avoid many health and ecological hazards. Rainwater harvesting has been practiced for more than 4,000 years, but for the lack of proper knowledge of collection, preservation, and utilization process, it was never successful. The mass distribution of water tank came as a free gift. The beneficiary get no maintenance services for such tanks. Ultimately, this rainwater became an irony for the users. To activate the potential use of sky water harvesting, Mr. Murase came with his idea, and the sky water harvesting got a professional touch of expertise, which is a very sustainable and affordable structure for distribution amongst the people and specific business orientation to help the vulnerable group for their social freedom.
タイランドにその非常に安いタンクがあって昔から使ってるっていう。で形もすごく元から似てると。ただ大きい。じゃあこの技術を私の日本の技術のその今までやってきた技術とタイと足して、あとバングラデシュの元からの考え方を一緒にミックスして新しいローコストのタンクを作ったらどうだっていうことに思いついたんですね。
JICA counterpart of Mr. Murase also extended their hands of cooperation to achieve the same goal after a huge success in Japan.
JICA is not the kind of charity organization. We are aiming at sustainable development of this country. We do like to look for the possibility of having kind of innovative and sustainable business. This is our point.
Eventually, they received after-sales services, proper demonstration of use, and assistance for troubleshooting. The system was blessed by the total quality management that ensured a good connection between establishment and after-sale chain and generated employment opportunities. Mr. Murase and JICA believe in total management to make any initiative sustainable because it adds extra value to the people's life, and this is all about the social business. For rainwater harvesting, 3 different kinds of tanks were made. At the beginning of 2009, Mr. Murase made a tank that could contain 4.4 tons of water, sufficient for a 6-member family in 1 year. During 2009 to 2011, around 100 similar tanks were marketed for 20,000 taka each. After the success of this big-sized tank, Mr. Murase made 2 new tanks with lower capacity in price. One costs 3,000 taka and can store 1 ton, and the other stores 650 liters and costs only 2,500 taka. These 2 were shaped for the people of limited income. Collection of water through plastic sheets and filtering through a cloth cap from dirt and insects are very common in Bangladesh. The same way was applied in Mr. Murase's tank. Mr. Murase ensured a low-cost and high-tempered quality tank by the rigorous total quality management system. The rainwater harvesting mechanism introduced by Mr. Murase is popularly known as amamizu. In Japanese language, ama means sky and sweet, and mizu means water. Amamizu, a sweet gift from the sky, free from salinity and any other deadly exposures. Amamizu is a good supplement to other water sources and utility systems, thus relieving pressure on other water sources in urban areas. In remote rural demography, the extra burden of collection and storage of water from rivers, fountains and hilly streams will come to its end through this rainwater harvesting. During the flood season also, it will help to preserve safe water from any contamination. The southern districts of Bangladesh are heavily poised by saline water. Mass usage of sky tap water in the coastal belt of Bangladesh will save the life of 30 million people, where salinity is the major dilemma. By the year 2025, 2/3 of the world's population may be subject to water scarcity, although 3/4 of this earth is submerged underwater. In the 21st century, someone needs to take the lead. How to retreat from falling disaster of water crisis. Amamizu in Bangladesh is the key to that achievement.
আজকে আপনাদের যে ব্যবস্থা, আপনাদের যে উদ্যোগ, এই উদ্যোগকে আমি অত্যন্ত ওয়েলকাম জানাই, অত্যন্ত আমি স্বাগতম জানাই যে আরও আপনারা যেন সাধারণ মানুষের কাছে ছুটে যেতে পারেন এবং এই ব্যবস্থা যেন আপনারা ঘরে ঘরে পৌঁছে দিতে পারেন।
বাজারজাত যে পানি পাওয়া যায় তার চেয়ে এটি বিশুদ্ধ পানি আমি পেয়েছি। হ্যাঁ, এতে আমার শারীরিক পারিবারিক সবাই একটা সুন্দর পরিবেশে আমরা পানি পাচ্ছি, সুন্দর পরিবেশে পানি খাচ্ছি।
雨が降らなかったら僕ら生きていけないし、お米もできないし、天からの空からのプレゼントだと。From the sky, the good, nice present. みんなが空をいつもみんなが見上げるようになれば、僕はそのイノベーションが起きると思ってるんですね。
We Japanese, in close collaboration with the Bangladesh people, we'd like to make it not a national success story only, but also a global success story. So hand in hand, let us go to contribute in the global arena so that we can support any people in the world suffering from the lack of safe water.
Today, JICA is planning to show the world the quality way of rainwater harvesting. This is a challenge for Mr. Murase, JICA and Bangladesh.